What's going on, everybody? If you haven't heard the news already, the big news swirling around the college football landscape. Bill Belichick, the most winningest coach in NFL history with 8 Super Bowls. He's heading over to Chapel Hill, the coach at the University of North Carolina Tar Heels now. A lot of people were wondering why UNC in particular. I think it's because his father coached there in the early 50s. His father was a coach at the Tar Heels, so I guess there's some family ties there with him in North Carolina. Now, this North Carolina is a school they haven't won an ACC football title since 1980. So, my opinion on this hire is it's going to be amazing for UNC. I think it's going to be great for college football. I think it's going to bring in a ton of recruits to UNC. Now, my personal opinion is the first year, starting the 2025 season at UNC and Bill Belichick being in charge, I don't think this is going to be some great 12-1 football team, you know what I'm saying, to start it right off. They ended last season going 6-6, the Tar Heels did. I would give them like 9-3 maybe next season. I do think next season, obviously, UNC is gonna be they're gonna be bowl game eligible, possibly ranked in the lower 20s. But I don't think they're gonna be like college football playoff bound in the first year. Sorry, I do think this is going to take about 2-3 years to build up. But I do think at some point we're really going to have to look at UNC as a legitimate title contender in 2-3 seasons down the road. He's also bringing in Michael Lombardi. He's the former NFL executive who was an assistant under Belichick with the Patriots from 2014 to 2016. And he's going to be the general manager of the Tar Heels program. I think that's also another showing that he's probably going to be bringing in a lot of his buddies from the NFL too. It's been reported on, and Bill Belichick has said this herself, that he really wants to run this as an NFL program. He's quoted saying, "If I was in a college program, the college program would be a pipeline to the NFL for the players that had the ability to play in the NFL." Belichick said, "It would be a professional program, training, nutrition, scheme, coaching, and techniques that would transfer to the NFL." This hiring, I think, is going to set a higher precedent in college football when it comes to recruiting, when it comes to coaching hiring. I mean, so many people I think, are gonna want to come and play here. I mean, obviously, why wouldn't you want to come play for the most winningest NFL coach of all time? Belichick's been proven to have been able to put a roster together and construct a sort of like winning team. I know the last couple years of him at New England weren't really that good, but we also know there were some discrepancies between him and Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, and more of the front office with Belichick, and a lot of drama going on with that, which is a reason he left. This is also a really good move for Bill Belichick himself as the person, as he's been quoted saying he really, really wants to coach. I think the best thing for Bill Belichick to do in his life personally, in my honest opinion, is to coach. He's a coach. That's all he wants to do. All he wants to do is coach football and build men. And now he's going to have the ability to do that with 18, 19, 20-year-old kids, building them up, giving them more of that leadership role at a younger age, getting them in better shape, and hopefully securing them with a direct like lineup to the NFL draft, like he said he wants to do. So many players in the NFL draft are coming out of schools like Texas, Georgia, LSU. How many players really get drafted from North Carolina you know what I mean? We could have the potential here of looking at, after Bill Belichick, once he's like solidified his tenure at North Carolina, we could possibly be looking at 12, 13, 15, 16 more players from North Carolina being drafted into the NFL, which would be a great thing for their program and a great thing on Bill Belichick's resume. Now, we do also have to keep in mind this is going to be his first college football head coach stint. It's a totally different business, and it's a totally different game almost business wise than the NFL. When it comes to college, he's gonna have to familiar himself with the transfer portal, NIL deal, sorry, how players are always bouncing around, and just like certain business that comes with the college football landscape. I do think it's going to take him a little bit of time to get used to it. He has been researching, and it's reported he has been familiarizing himself with that level of college football so he doesn't come in totally blindsided. But I do think that's something that's going to take him not a little while, like a year, but like a couple months maybe to get used to and really get the hang of and understanding fully how it works. I believe it's gonna his front office is gonna be a healthy mix of NFL guys that he knows from the NFL personally that he's gonna bring in to help him out, and it's gonna be also be a healthy mix of college coaches and college front office guys. So they're also already way more familiarized with the program and how it works and how everything is already set in place. And I've also seen a lot of people bringing up his age, how he's 72. The coach that he's replacing, sorry, one second, Mac Brown is 73. So if you really want to make the argument, UNC is going backwards in age, they're going younger. They've signed him for 5 years. So by the time he's done, he'll be 77 years old, which I'll give it to him. I mean, like the United States almost elected someone older than that to run their country. So I think he'll still be able to coach at 73, 4, 5. I don't think his age is going to hinder him whatsoever unless he gets some like obvious like real medical disability or problem, that's something that comes along down the road. Anyway, guys, that's Bill Belichick heading to Chapel Hill. He's going to be the coach for the next 5 years for the Tar Heels. I think this is a very, very, very good hiring by the Tar Heels, and I think it's rather not a smart move by Bill Belichick because he really, like I said, he really wants to coach, and it doesn't look like anyone in the NFL was looking at him. I haven't heard rumors or reports of any other teams that have called Bill Belichick yet to interview him or like to have a simple sit down and talk with him if he would even be interested. We know he lost out on the Commanders and the Falcons job last year, and Robert Kraft was pushing for him during for the Falcons job, and they still didn't hire him. They went with somebody else, and Bill Belichick got left on the sidelines for this NFL season, which is really unfortunate, and it's unfortunate for the NFL. But I think it's a massive gain for college football, massive gain for him. He's going to be able to stand out amongst the crowd of the ACC, which, let's face it, has not been that strong over the last couple years and has really been kind of run by Clemson. And this is also going to be good for a lot of young starting out college players. You're going to be being coached by Bill Belichick, and I mean, he wants this program to be a direct pipeline to the NFL to build up real legitimate strong talent so you could have good futures in the NFL. I mean, when you hear that, who as a young kid, 17, 18, going in the college university at one of these schools, who doesn't want to do that? Look what's happening with the Colorado program and Deion Sanders. Recruiting for that has already picked up. It took about a year and a little while to get it picked up and going, but Bill Belichick has a much longer resume than Deion Sanders. So I think this is a very good fit for Bill Belichick. And I think it's a very good fit for the Tar Heels and college football as well, as long with all the players that are going to be under him for the next 5 seasons. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought of today's video. Do you guys like Bill Belichick going to the college football landscape? Do you like him going to the Tar Heels? Would you rather him stay in the NFL, look at other teams? Let me know down in the comments. Do not forget to like and subscribe. I am almost at 120 subscribers. That is my goal for New Year's. I'm almost there, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will catch you guys on the next one.